What's up, guys? D628 here. Welcome to week number 16 of the weekly challenge update and all that stuff. So we're going to get into it. This is with the shirt on. We have some news to go over, but this is shirt on, no sucking in, no pushing out on there. This is full push out. It is about like 7 p.m. right now, and I have eaten stuff. That's full push out, and then like full suck in. We're just gonna do one side, full suck in, full suck in. Okay, so with the shirt, like if I'm just doing like some kind of flex with this thing, with the arms and all that stuff, whatever. So that's the shirt. Main reason we do that shirt is just one, to not get like flagged for the beginning of the video for being this disgusting, and then just to see how I'm gonna fit in that shirt when I'm like 220-ish or something. So this is the body update. This is not pushing in, not pushing out, just regular standing, no force or anything like that. And then we got bicep flex, one arm, bicep flex there, chest, triceps, like traps and all that. Like if I'm standing straight, I'll lower up a little bit, lower down a little bit, I guess you can say. Full like front with like ab flex as much as I can and all that stuff and all that. And then here's the thumbnail time. Okay, full flex side. Okay, side, and then like a back kind of flex, like sideways. It's kind of like a new angle, but just to see how that looks, and that is that. Okay, so before we get into the numbers and all that stuff, this is being released on Monday, and these videos will start to be released on Mondays rather than Sundays. It just works out better for me, just because of scheduling and all that stuff. So these will be coming out on Monday, and because of that, today's weight update is 8 days of progress rather than 7 days of progress, because we're going from Sunday to Sunday, with Sunday being the full day, if you know what I mean. So you'll see on the chart thing. But so that's one thing. So these will start to be released on Mondays, and then on the BMR stuff, on the actual like sheets, I used to have it for like 2,250. I would have it through like the BMR calculator equation, but I am going off of the in-body scan equation on there, just because it might be more accurate, I would imagine. So it is on 2,002 per day rather than 2,200 per day. So we are going off of that number. So you'll see that number kind of go down a little bit when it comes to like the differences in the whole week. And other than that, that's pretty much it. And then we are using a new scale. So once we do the new weight update on there, once you see the video, you'll see the scale on there. And with that, I do have, we'll get into that once we get there. So, all right, so with all that being said, these are the numbers for the week when it comes to the weight and all that stuff. So this is the stuff that we consumed, and see right here, you can see instead of going from Sunday to Saturday, and then we're doing this video on Sunday, we are including Sunday on this week as well. So here on out, it will be showing Sunday through Sunday. I don't know what we're on this week. We have 8 days technically instead of 7. So you can see right here, 2905 was the difference, and the macros on these 2 last days were absolutely terrible, because I ate like a brownie thing, like a big brownie thing, like a big brownie thing throughout the 2 days. So macros were really bad those days. But with that being said, we still were in a deficit of 2,905 calories, and here are the results. So last week we were 263.7. As you saw right there, we are 261.8, I believe. Let me double check that. Maybe 4? 261.4, sorry. 261.4, and that was as of Monday morning on there. So we still lost about, what, 1.9 pounds? No, 2.3 pounds. We lost 2.3 pounds, even though we were supposed to technically lose 0.83 pounds. So this week, I'm not exactly sure what happened. I don't know. Yesterday I did weigh in at like 263.2 or something, and then this morning I weighed in less. I don't exactly know. Everything stayed regular. I don't know why I lost more than I technically should have, but hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. So that's where we're at for the weight. So 261.4, and the macros were really bad. But starting from here on out, I gotta actually we gotta take it very seriously on here. So because we do have we have the healthy wage going on and all that stuff. So we gotta watch out for that. So I am intaking way more protein from here on out. I just can't really mess around with sweets as I was. But again, still going down and all that. Okay, I am going to be looking at my phone just because I have the information here, but you'll see the information on the screen. We do have a new skill. It's weighing about the same. I think my old skill was showing 0.6 more than this one is showing. But the reason we got this one is it connects through, that's why I'm looking on my phone. It's the Renpo, I don't exactly know the name of it, but it's the model number is ES28ML. It's the Renpo body fat scale, and we got it on Amazon. And the reason we got it is it inputs all your information on your Apple Health app, so that way it's tracking your watch to be as accurate as it can be. Speaking of my watch, I got to put it to charge. So we did get a new scale on there, and that's might mess with the numbers a little bit, but from this test that I was doing, this scale is a lot more consistent. Like I can put it on pretty much any surface and it's staying the same. It's showing the same weight. But the other scale we were using, like the one from last week, you put it here and it shows let's say 263. You put it here, it shows 260. You put it here, it shows 261.4. You get off of it, you get back on it, now it shows 262.2. Like it was just all over the place, right? Sometimes it was pretty consistent, but a lot of the times it was just wildly inconsistent. This one seems to be very, very consistent, which in my imagination means it's very, very accurate. I am going to test it with the whole in-body thing once I do that on the 1st of March, and I'll do it literally like a minute after it. I'll just get home, weigh it, and then see if it's accurate and go from there. But yeah, it's pretty good for now. But the biggest reason I got it is because what you guys are seeing on the screen right here, it shows all your information. So like 261.4 shows your BMI, body fat, your metabolic age, and all that stuff. Obviously, it's just kind of calculations. Obviously, you can't really intake it to be like super accurate information. But hey, numbers are kind of fun to look at, and if you can see you're progressing on there, that's cool. So, so that's that. And so I just kind of want to go over this new skill that I am using, but we will go over we won't go over these numbers here, but I'll have them inputted with the weight updates from here on out as well. And then one other thing I want to go over is just overall health. I have noticed, since starting to do this, obviously wearing an Apple Watch and having some kind of tracker is very freaking beneficial. I would recommend all of you to get some kind of tracker. You can literally find, if you're an Apple person, you can find Apple Watch Series 3s, which I have. You can find them on Facebook Marketplace for like 70, 80, 90 bucks. They're really, really cheap. And if you're, kind of serious about your health and all that stuff, just to see where everything is sitting at, right? Not just your heart rate while you're working out, but seeing your resting heart rate while you're sleeping, seeing your heart rate variability, seeing your respiratory rate and all that stuff, seeing all that information, especially if you're not even if you're trying to lose weight, but just kind of seeing where you're at. Obviously, it's not like going to a doctor or something like that and then checking everything, but I could tell you right now, from wearing that watch and with the progress I've made on my health and all that stuff, and we're halfway there, to like my goal weight. I have seen so many improvements. I'm not gonna put them on the screen because I'm too lazy, honestly, but I've seen improvements in like resting heart rate. Resting heart rate has gone down significantly. My heart rate variability has gone up significantly. But I'll go back. So like resting heart rate before I started all this it was around 63, and that's like during sleeping, right? 59 was the lowest. At one point it was at 57. I'll pull it up right here just so you can see. But this is a 6-month chart, and you can see how much it's gone down, right? Right now I'm like in the like 48 range, right? So like currently that's where I'm at, 48 for like this week. But you can see how that's dropped down since I've started this. October 1st is when I like officially started going to the gym on a daily basis and just eating a lot better and doing this whole exercise routine thing. And you can see how much my heart rate has gone down. It's gone from like 62 to about 48. That's a 14 beats per minute difference in just resting heart rate. I've seen that in a significant sense. Heart rate variability, you can see right here since October, again 6 months. You can see how that's gone up. It used to be like 55. I'll pull a random one up here. 63, 62, 74, 74, 50, 68. All that stuff around there. Sorry, my face. So like 68 and all that stuff. But now we're like in 99 range. We get into the north. Like if I pull up weekly, you'll see like here's 113. Like I have days that I'm like well above 100. And heart pressure, obviously I can't do that on an Apple Watch, but like a heart pressure monitor, that has gone significantly down. I have test results from like 2 years ago when I was about 305 pounds. If you go to the doctor regularly, which I don't because I don't have insurance and all that stuff, but I am trying to go again just to see if everything is good. But if I go into visits, my last visit that I had for a wellness check was like 2020 of September, I think. And during that time, I was in the process of losing weight. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. I was in the process of losing weight, and I was like at 300 and what was I at when I weighed myself? So I was at 298 pounds at this time, and all the notes are in here, and I lost 12 pounds at that time. So I was 310 pounds, went to 298 pounds, and that's where I was at that time. And my blood pressure was 148 to 96. And I know recently, like when I checked it, like when I was like 310, 315 again, my heart rate was like 150-ish, 160-ish sometimes. And like the second number would be like still like relatively good, but like 90-ish, 95, 98, sometimes even 100, which is like, again, bad. But now every time I check it, we're sitting pretty. We're like max is like 125. That's like post eating or whatever. Like the worst time you can take it, I don't know when it's at, but whenever I do check it, I don't check it all the time, but when I do, sometimes it'll be like 110 to 75, like exactly where it needs to be. So just what I'm trying to get to is like just doing this for health aspects is huge. So if you're struggling to lose weight or anything like that, if you're like a numbers person, that makes it fun. Like seeing those numbers drop and seeing, especially like a weigh scale, like the Renpo thing that I have. Like I'm not sponsored by any of the things I'm saying today, but see like the Renpo, I think that's how you say it. But the scale, like seeing that on a daily basis, like weighing in on a daily basis and seeing that number drop down and all that stuff, and seeing like your respiratory age drop and this go up or down depending on what it needs to do, and just seeing all that stuff, like it's fun just to mess with numbers. So if you're a numbers person, I would recommend doing something like that because it just makes it more fun. But just overall for you guys, like just to the better feeling that you have just health wise, not even like I'm not even talking about mentally of like how you feel and how you look and stuff, but just how you feel in a health sense is so worth it. And I'm halfway there, right? I'm still obese. I'm still like morbidly obese at my weight right now, and I'm seeing so many health benefits already. Like if you look on paper, if you saw my scales on everything that you're looking at, right? But you didn't see my weight and you didn't see my height. You just saw my heart rate, my heart, like all the metrics other than my weight and my overall size, right? You would think, oh, this guy's like good. This guy's like a healthy person. This guy's like very, very healthy, right? If you looked at all my stats, but then you pull up that I'm still 260 pounds and morbidly obese, and I'm seeing these health benefits, and I'm intrigued to see where this is going to head to. Like when I am 220, 210, you know, depending on where I do settle, I don't know where I even want to be because I don't know how my body's going to look and react to that. But I'm intrigued to see what my statistics will be, my metrics will be once we're at that level. It's going to be very, very interesting. But just went on a hike the other day and just doing that in a lot easier way than before. The last time I did that hike, I think I was like 290-ish, 300, maybe 310. I don't remember. But that hike, I remember I had to like stop multiple times, catch my breath, and then keep going. This time, did it all. You know, it was still hard, don't get me wrong. I was still fucking struggling, but never had to stop. Never even thought about stopping. And at moments, I would love to jog it, right? And we're going to do it on a weekly basis and all that stuff. So just the overall benefits of just feeling better and being able to do, like, just being capable of doing more things, jump on the bandwagon now. Just jump on the wagon and do it. Fuck the whole, I don't want to get into like crazy stuff. This is already long enough, but like, fuck the whole body positivity stuff. Like, I have been fat my whole entire life. I've always been in really good shape for my size. I will say that. Like, even when I was a kid and all that stuff, for being how big I wasn't like really, really big, but I was not like a fit child. I was definitely like always on the bigger side. Had to wear husky pants, had to wear certain clothes, had to do, you know, all that stuff. So I can say this without any bullshit, right? Fuck the whole body positivity bullshit. Okay? Fuck all that. All right? Not even I'm not even talking about looks. I'm not even talking about looks right now. I am strictly talking about just how you feel and the capability that you have to do more things. That's all I'm talking about. I'm not talking about how you look and how you perceive, whatever. People are into everything, and that's fucking fine. But I'm talking about just how you feel when you go up a flight of stairs, how you feel that when you're walking with friends while you're always in the back because you can't keep up, how you feel about sitting in a chair not thinking it's going to break because it's like, you know, a sketchy like camping chair or something like that. Having that feeling of when you're in Portland with your best friend and you see that, hey, there's helicopter rides and stuff like that. The thing you have to check is what the weight capacity is. And then you see that weight capacity, you're over that weight capacity and you can't do an enjoyable ride, right? Things like that. These are all things that have happened to me. These are all in-life experiences. So I'm not saying this bullshit stuff just to say it. I'm saying this coming from my experience. I wish I did this sooner, and I've done this sooner. I've gone on health tangents and all that stuff and have always failed in the middle of it. And I'm just telling you, just keep going. If you have any faults or like in the back of your head, you just like think you can't do it, you can do it. Okay. That's all it takes. Just say, it's not even about, oh, I can do it. It's about, I am going to do it. Like you got to be disciplined to do the shit to get done, right? It's not even a point of like having the motivation to do it. It's just about doing it. So sorry to keep this long. I just kind of wanted to go over that, but it's been a good week, but a bad week. But I'm just kind of, I think, saying this to myself because of the bullshit that I ate last week. Like mainly the brownie. Other than that, I was doing really good. But things like that, right? Having those temptations of buying something that you shouldn't buy when it comes to like a food item, right? So that's all I want to say. Still, overall, a good week. We beat our goal of what being 260. What was our goal even? 261.5. 261.5 was our goal, and we were 261.4, so we actually barely hit that. So that's good. But next week's goal is 260. I just want to get down. I want to be south of 260 pounds. So next week, 260 pounds, no more. So that's next week's goal. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for joining on this week's episode, week 16. It is technically, I kind of wanted to do this as well because this is officially 70 pounds lost, starting from 331 pounds to 261 pounds. We're literally exactly at 70 pounds lost total. So kind of a little achievement episode and all that stuff, but still a lot of work to do. So other than that, thank you guys so much for joining in on this one. If you guys liked it, hit the like button down below. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button down below. And yeah, you guys have a wonderful and beautiful day. D628's out.